Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 22. Last time out, we finished off with a pretty thrilling game. It was the Hartlepool 5-4 result. Absolutely smashed it. I mean, we let in a lot of goals, but we also scored a lot of goals, so plus. And since then, we've played a fair few games. We've played all of these games with varying degrees of success, you'll see. But one thing I am very glad on is the change of formation, because it's worked more than it hasn't, if that makes sense. So we were out of the FA Cup first round against Tranmere, the League 2 side. We weren't expecting to get a result, so that's fine. And we were not being judged. If we have a look at the club vision, we're not being judged on the FA Cup. We're being judged on the FA Trophy. So we're doing pretty well. We got some really good results along here. I think Swindon, second in the league. We won 2-0. And then went straight after Swindon, went up against like 19th in the league, Gateshead, lost 3-2. So figured that one out. It seems like we play well against the teams that are quite high in the league. And then when we play against teams which are quite low in the league, we really struggle. It's a bit strange. So yeah, we've got a few results here and there which didn't quite go our way, but overall, this new formation that we tried, the 4-2-3-1 with attacking midfielders, it's worked so much better. It's a lot more free flowing. The only real issue I have is Mike Fondop has barely got on the field this season. He's played 7 games, 5 on the bench, and scored 2 goals, got 2 assists. It's a struggle for him to get a game. Whereas Shea Willock, my goodness, has he found his form. 20 goals he scored for us, 17 in the league. Second top scorer in the league, only behind someone who's having an absolute stormer of a season. So yeah, overall, we're playing pretty well, and we're getting there. I mean, we're still below our wage budget. We need to be able to get out of that. But one thing which I have noticed is Birmingham and Bradford City are now interested in Josh Barrett. And I kind of want to up the asking price because he is so important to us. But I don't think that's going to fly. So we're probably going to have an offer come in soon for him once the transfer window starts. Charles Segot hasn't played great since he put in his we need to have an offer for a minimum of 450 grand. I think he might be a harder sell at the moment. He might not leave, he might stick around with us, but he at the same time might also go. Trying to remember if I signed. So if we look at Hartlepool, that was 7th of October. Let me just look at my transfers, because I did make a couple of loans. Okay, so the only transfer you saw last time we were here, that Tudor Mendel Idowu, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but I'll call him Mendel, signed for us. He's been really good since joining again. We just signed a backup keeper, Sam Bentley. He actually looks fairly decent for a 21-year-old keeper, but he's happy to be a backup, whereas the other loanee, Swan, isn't. So I'm just, as soon as we can't terminate the loan until we're in a transfer window, but as soon as we're in a transfer window, I'm going to terminate this loan. My mistake to not see that I put him down as a first-team keeper when I didn't want to. And once we do, asking to leave concerned people will go down by 1. Mendel, I didn't realise wanted to play as a Mazzella centre at midfield, so I've been playing him for the past 5-6 games in that role. He's played well, so hopefully that concern will go away soon as well. And then overall, team atmosphere good, managerial support very good, team cohesion excellent. We don't really want to mess around too much with this team, do we? Seem to be playing well, to the point where, if we just go to the league, we're in a playoff position, whereas we're expected to fight bravely against relegation. We're 41 points, 7th place, around about the midpoint of the league, I think. So we're doing pretty well. We've got, like I said, Josh March is having an absolute stormer of a season. not too much. He's 2 goals ahead of Willock, so he's having a really good season. But we're not far off having the same level striker, both 22 appearances. I mean, I kind of want to make sure I can get Shea Willock permanently after this season. His contract is up with Warsaw in 6 months. Yeah, in 6 months' time. I'm hoping they don't renew and I can just offer him a contract and keep him on a free. That would be fantastic because he's been superb and he was really good last season with us. Let's have a look. Not quite as good as he is this season, but 11 goals, 2 assists. I mean, I only had him for half a season, so I didn't really get to see his full potential, but this season I am, and I'm thinking he might be someone we want to keep hold of. So, interesting sort of player that we've got there. Like, for a team close to relegation to have a striker who's scoring 17 goals, 20 goals a season, that's a really good place to be. I mean, I know we're only loaning him at the moment, but still, to have him there to get the goals when we need them, superb stuff. So we're going to go on to the next game against Torquay. Let's have a look. They are 6th, so very close to us in the league. And this is the squad that we're going for. We have to keep rotating because of fitness levels, so this is a little bit changed. We've got Rhys Davies in goal, who is a solid choice. He is always in goal. I don't think we gave Oliver Swan a few games just to try and get him a bit happier, but he's not quite up to the same level. So Rhys Davies is our main choice keeper. He's amazing. Zach Mills on the right, Rawlinson and Clayworth in the middle, and Clements on the left. The only change I would have usually made is having Olagunju in centre defence, who's our rock. He's been absolutely fantastic this season, as you can see. But he is tired from the last game, so we have to bring in Clayworth, who actually is a player we signed this season for free after having him on loan last season. I think he's been an absolute superb signing for like this sort of backup defender. He's played a lot of games, to be fair, for us. How many games has he played? 14 games. And he's got an average rating of 7.09. He's played fantastic, so he's definitely a player to watch out for, and very glad to bring him in. The only thing I do have to worry about next season is I think Rawlinson is going to start dropping off. He's 34 years old. He's currently one of our best centre-backs, but I don't think he is going to be for long, so he's going to be someone we need to look to replace. And then in midfield, we have Coleman playing that ball-winning midfielder role, and then Mendel playing the Mazea. Then we have Sago, Vince Krause, and Barrett up in the attacking mid, with Willock up front. Keita also has played fairly well on loan for us, 6 goals, 4 assists out of 12 appearances for a 19-year-old. It's a really impressive sort of start to the season. I'm kind of hoping I might be able to get him once his contract's up or something like that. That's not what I wanted. His contract, again, in 6 months is up with Scunthorpe. I wouldn't want to put too much money on him because he's a bit of an unknown at the moment, but he has played quite well this season, and I think he probably would be worth a punt. And yeah, another player who has impressed me this season is Jack Young, who is tired this season, but this season? He's not tired all season. He's tired this game, but we brought him in for free after again having him on loan. He played a really good season last season, has played a very solid season again this season, and I think is going to just keep improving. He's a 25-year-old, so he's not young, but he's definitely got a lot of years in him and got some more growth in him as well. Player which I thought I was going to be using quite a lot, but I've used him once this season, I think it is. Yeah, one time. Ewan Bishop, he's played for the under-19s still, so he's still getting game time. He's played 12 games for the under-19s, got 5 goals, played really well. He's just not quite there yet, so he's on the bench, ready for if injuries or anything like that happens. But yeah, again, Fondop is a player who's not even on the bench this game because we don't really have space for him. And, I don't know how to say this name, Stefan Vokajay? I think it's Vokajay. Has played fairly well when I've needed him. He plays in this sitting, I play him as an advanced playmaker, or he can play in midfield, so he's kind of a utility player on the bench for up front. Any of these free players I can use to replace him, and even on the wing occasionally. So, yeah, that's the team we're going to go for. We're going to jump into this first game and hope that we can get ourselves a result. Okay, so we're going to say we're on a good run. Let's keep that good runner going and try and big up the boys, ready for a result. Okay, first chance is, from the looks of it, free kick in a fairly good place. Barrett with it, takes it, saved by Richards, but away for a corner. It was a good shot by Barrett, to be honest, on target. Nearly got lucky. Barrett puts it in. Mendel, Richards again with the save. Double save, and we now go again with another corner. Come on, boys, let's see if we can crack through their defence. Vince Krause has it. Shoots. Richards again, another corner. Insane. We are throwing on the pressure. Barrett with the corner in. No one can get there. Willock chases back to get the ball. Plays it to Coleman. Clayworth to Vince Krause, to Barrett. Through to Willock. Willock. Oh, that is cheeky. That is how he's playing. That confidence to take on a shot like that. And also the whole team. You just feel it. There's so much energy. Like, Willock ran back to get that ball from the corner. There's so much more energy around the team now that they're playing well and they're getting... I feel like the new formation is a lot more suited for these players. It just is clicking, and I'm so glad to see it from the boys. Unfortunate for Dave Richards, because he played really well for those first 10 minutes. Getting so many saves in there. And unfortunate when you come up against someone like Willock. He's going to put it away. But here's a chance again. Vince Krause to Clements. To Coleman. To Vince Krause. Through. Oh, can't quite get there. Mills has it. Is he going to shoot? He is. Very rare that we see a goal from our right back, Zach Mills. But I will take it. What a goal. I feel like Sego kind of drew the defender away to leave plenty of space. Look at that. It was a great tackle, actually, by Wyatt, their defender. But Zach Mills completely in the open. Just has to pick his spot, and put it away. Oh no, Charles Sego is down and injured. That's a red injury. It's not looking good. A knee injury definitely isn't good. We do have Kieta, who's a like-for-like replacement, so we'll take him off and bring him on. Hopefully it's not too bad of an injury. Okay, another chance, but this is to Torquay. They're passing the ball around in their defence. Long ball forwards. Looks like our left back could have got there, to be honest, but he let it run. Coleman, well in. What? That was no way a penalty. As if that was a penalty. I am sorry. That was a dodgy decision. Rodney with a good penalty, but I feel like we were robbed a little bit there by a penalty being given away. How was that a penalty? They're not even going to show a replay of the penalty being given because of how shocking the decision was. Okay, that's half time. Really good first half apart from that dodgy decision for a penalty. I stand by that being a really poor decision by the referee. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Let's give the boys some inspiration and start the second half. Hopefully we're not going to start to drop our heads after that penalty we gave away. One player I will say who's really standing out this season for me, for a player that we actually own, not on loan, is Vince Krause. He has been superb. Really good to see him. And looks like a free kick for us. Barrett whips it in, but it's cleared quite well. But we gather it back up, and Clements is on the attack from the left. Vince Krause, the player I was talking about, he's everywhere. He was playing in the middle, goes to that left-hand side, puts in a cross, and Willock nearly gets lucky with a header there. Looks like we have a slight injury to Mills as well. So we want to make sure that is dealt with because he's an important player. Matty Brown is the player that we can use to replace him. Anyone else who's looking tired or potentially Vince Krause is looking quite tired, but we will save that substitution for now. Looks like Torquay are playing a bit dirty. We might have a few injuries here. But they're playing it around. Luckily, it was a tame shot wide of the post. Let's see what we can do. Rawlinson now to Jones. Again, another youngster who's been impressing me this season. Not played as many games. That's a red card. That was an absolutely shocking tackle by Tom Blair. This is what was happening from Torquay. They're getting frustrated and they're really hitting us hard. And I don't want to get too many players injured from this game, to be fair. Free kick goes long. Davies, what a terrible gather by Davies. And he gives it away. And they're now back to 2-2. We're going to go... we might go attacking. See if we can bring ourselves back into this game. Corner to us. Barrett is the one to take. He's standing over it. What's going to happen? Come on. Why is Barrett not taking it? Puts it in. Off the crossbar. But it's cleared out. Is that for another corner? Oh, nothing from it. I think we're going to draw 2-2. Are we going to lose it? What a close header there. But it's a goal kick to us. I think this is probably it. We're going to get a 2-2 draw. For the position of both teams, not a terrible result for us. I feel robbed, personally. They came out to play a filthy game, and I think it's just shown what sort of manager and what sort of team they are. That was shocking play at times. They got a red card, a dodgy penalty which they no way deserved, injured 2 of my players. I'm not really happy with this game. Unlucky lads. You played really well. Everyone played well. We should have won that game. It's just one of those days. We still sit within the playoffs. No games in hand, so that's where we are. 2 points clear of Torquay. Not 2 points away from Torquay. 1 point clear of Northampton. I mean, I'm not even really wanting to go into the playoffs at this point. I would rather not get promoted this season and build the team up. If we get into the playoffs, then we get into the playoffs. It's a better position than we ever expected to be in. But there you go. We're just going to quickly check how long he's out. 7 weeks with a damaged kneecap. Okay, that's going to be a slight worry for us, but it could have been worse. 7 weeks without Sego. We're going to have to let Keita, the young'un, drop into that position and potentially switch around with some other players that we've got. We've got Vukcha. I can never know how to pronounce it, but we've got him as well who can sit into that role as well. So overall, it's not the end of the world, but it's not fantastic news for us. Very disappointing that Torquay played that way against us, and I think I'm going to have some words in this press conference about it, don't you worry. But we will be coming back. I'm not sure if I want to come back for the next game, which is the FA Trophy, or if I want to come back for the Gloucester game. I think actually we'll probably do the FA Trophy game and we'll finish the video there. And then I will come back at the end of January to have a look at like transfer news that's happened. So we'll probably come back for... Ooh, do we want to go to the start of February or the end? Maidenhead and Yeovil probably would be a better. So we'll do the Northampton game now, and then we'll come back for Maidenhead Yeovil, and then we can come back for Boston Barnet for the video after that, and that'll be the full season. Okay, so on we go to the next game. Okay, so we are here at the Northampton game for the FA Trophy. I would personally like to have quite a good run in the FA Trophy if we can, but I'm not sure. Now that we're down one of our star players and Keita's having to fill that role, I'm not sure how well we will be able to. Hopefully we will, but we'll have to wait and see. The squad is not very changed for this match. Luckily, it was a week in between the games, so we don't have too many tired legs out there. So we've got Rhys Davies in goal, Zach Mills, Clayworth, Olagunju and Clements in defence. We've got Mendel and Young in midfield, and then Keita, Vince Krause and Josh Barrett in attack and mid with Willock up front. So yeah, let's jump into this game and hope that we can progress in the FA Trophy. Northampton, not an easy game. I was hoping for a lower league squad that we'd be playing, but you get what you get, and you hope that you can come out of it with a win. So we'll just have to see what we can do. And that's half time. Not a single highlight. We've controlled possession but had less shots on target, and they've just had one shot on target. Not the best first half, I'm not going to lie. Barrett's looking tired and not playing that well, so I guess I'm going to bring on Vokajay, I think you pronounce it. Inverted winger support is his best role. So we're playing him as a inverted winger support. Don't have any other options really for that position. So on he comes. Hopefully he'll be able to make a difference. Other than that, Clements, we could bring on Joe Brown as he's not playing too well. And I think there are all the changes. We want to save our other sub. Well done for holding possession, but let's see if we can actually make something of it for the second half and see if we can do anything. Okay, first chance of the game. Young smashes the free kick against the wall. Olagunju holds it up, plays it back to Brown. Olagunju to Vince Krause to Clayworth. Clayworth through to Chiesa. He's got a man on him. Chiesa running it into the box, plays it into the middle. Vince Krause, what a finish. What a finish. This is what I'm talking about. He is going to be something special in the next couple of seasons, if not already now. I'm really impressed with this guy. I want to try and tie him down with quite an expensive contract when I can, because I don't want to lose him, because I can see higher league teams sniffing around him because he's young, he's a goal getter, he can play in a lot of different positions. But we need to focus on this game right now, because although we just scored, Northampton now have a chance. Clayworth heads it out. Flores plays it to Apia Forson, to McGowan. McGowan coming down the right-hand side for them, puts it in. Clayworth again with an absolute formidable defensive effort, but they give it away, and luckily it's just over the bar. Honestly, Clayworth is showing me what he is made of in these games. He definitely wants his first team position. And now another opportunity with throw-in. Mills gets it, plays it to Vince Krause. Vince Krause to Mills, back to Vince Krause. He's got a lot of people around him. Tries to find that pass, but can't get to Mills. And it's mopped up by their defence. They are now on the attack. We need to get some people back, please. Come on. Track back. Long ball forward. He looked offside to me. He scores. Is that going to be a goal? No, he was offside. Thank goodness for that. He didn't time his run right. Look at this. So offside, it's not even funny. Great finish though, to be fair. Got to give him that. And we've reached full time, and we progress in the FA Trophy with a 1-0 win. Really boring game, to be fair. We held possession. The second half was a lot more lively. But overall, I think it was a solid defensive effort from the lads. Look at that. Great ratings. Olagunju and Clayworth, I think, are my preferred two in the middle. So that whole thing where I was saying, oh, we're going to have to worry about Rawlinson, bringing someone new in, I don't think we do. I think Olagunju and Clayworth are the two centre-backs we need. But we need a backup for one of these two, just in case one of them gets injured, they get tired or something like that. Brown had a great game after replacing Clements at half-time. Zach Mills got a little bit tired, and Rawlinson didn't really get a chance to do anything. Chiesa played well. Vince Krause played well. Willock had a surprisingly quiet game. Barrett had quite a quiet game, but sometimes that happens, especially when there's a lot of speculation around transfers. Young, again, a player which I've been raving about earlier in the video, had a great game as well. So overall, we're having a really positive approach when it comes to playing football at the moment, and I'm glad that the boys are making that count. And apparently we were supposed to lose that game, so absolutely smashed it and showed everyone that we are actually here to compete in the FA Trophy. I'm hoping the next round of the FA Trophy will be, I just noticed the Dartford and Gloucester game, how close there's a day in between those two games. So that's not going to be an easy set of fixtures right there. It's kind of frustrating the way the fixtures fall for us. We got a lot of cramped fixtures, like Friday and then Sunday. We're going to have to play a completely different team on each of these. I'm basically going to lose one of these for sure. I'm not sure which one. I think probably the Gloucester one will play a full squad, and then the Dartford will play who we can and hope that we've got enough players fit enough to come in and do a good effort. Then we've got Northampton straight after that as well on the Thursday. Not a lot of space over this Christmas break sort of time. That's a bit harsh, isn't it? Playing the 26th and the 28th. It's right over the Christmas New Year's time. Very horrible fixtures for the lads, not to be able to enjoy their Christmas time or their New Year's. But yeah, overall, the team's playing well. We're getting results. Maybe not all of them fantastic, but better than they were. at the beginning of the season around here when our 4-4-2 just wasn't working. I think the new formation has definitely given us that edge, and I'm really enjoying playing with with this team now. I think we made definitely the right move coming into a professional squad, even though they have financial troubles. Let's actually, just to finish this one out, I think it was 1908. Let's see what happens with B1908. Competitions. Where did we come? Was it this season that we left? 2024? 6th place. They finished 6th place. So in the top half of the league when I left them. Did fairly well. They're not doing too hot this season, unfortunately. They have a lot of players which we left. So Lodberg's still there. Still looks like a decent player for them. Homburg seems to have... You know what? They're playing our formation that we're playing now. Maybe I should have tried this formation with these guys. They might have done a lot better. Looks like Rasmussen's still there, but Kumpel, who I also brought in just before I left, is the first choice keeper. Seems to be doing fairly good. Fredriksson, Marker, Holt, Kosh. I don't think they've lost a lot of players, to be fair, which is good, but they don't seem to be performing as well as they were. And what players left? Alan Toft was the youngster that I brought in. He was way too good for them, to be fair. He was a fantastic player. He's gone to FA 2000, which actually is the same league, I think. No, a league below, so surprising he's gone. Kosvik, he didn't really play as well as I'd hoped he would. He's gone to Harstad, which are in the Norwegian league. He's gone back home, probably got a bit homesick as well. He wasn't fantastic. How many did he end the season with, actually, goal-wise? 5 goals out of 28 games. That's not a great return for a striker, is it? Schroeder left, and overall, I think that's Peter Voss. Is he? No, he's just one of the young uns I signed. Yeah, so overall, they didn't lose too many players. Oh, they lost Hegstad. Oh, I've actually scouted Hegstad. I might bring him in. He's a young'un who actually could build up. He might be that replacement for Rawlinson, to be honest. We can bring him in. He's not too expensive. He's free. He's interested in a move, and he's a player I used to play with. And Stahlfest is another one which I scouted, and he's got good potential. Potentially. Oh, would fail to gain a... Oh no, did they both need... Would Hegstad need a... Probably failed to get work permit. Oh well, guess I'm not going to get them, am I? I hate work permits. They're such a pain. Okay, so yeah, overall, that was a good video. We did well against Northampton, further in the trophy. Hopefully we'll be able to get some... I want to try and win it, to be honest. We'll get money for winning it, and that might help us claw out of our financial difficulties. But yeah, we're going to come back here. So the Maidenhead and Yeovil game, and then we'll see how the January transfer window went, and we'll also see how we're doing results-wise, where we are in the league. So thanks for watching. Remember to come back and see what's going on, and I will see you when I see you.